Good afternoon, my dear students of Standard 8. Welcome back to the chemistry class. Dear students, you know already we had completed chapter 6, the structure of atom from your science book. Today, in this class, we will explain about the exercise from this chapter. So at first, multiple choice question. 1 number question, how many electrons can stay in the second orbit of an atom? Dear students, you know this. The maximum capability of an orbit can be calculated by using 2n square formula, where n is the shell number. Here, the maximum electron holding capacity of second orbit should be calculated. So, n equal to here, therefore 2n square equal 8. So, the answer will be 8. It is B number answer. 2 number MCQ, it can be concluded from the experiment of Rutherford that atoms are indivisible? No. It is not the conclusion of Rutherford's experiment. Atoms can be divided? Yes. After dividing atom, we get electron, proton and neutron. And most of the space in an atom is empty. It is also the conclusion of Rutherford's experiment. So the answer will be 2 and 3. That is the D number answer, 2 and 3. Now, after reading the sentence below, give answers to question number 3 and 4. The stem is, in an atom of an element, there are 10 proton and 8 neutrons. 3 number MCQ, what is the mass number of the atom? You know, mass number equal proton number plus neutron number, that will be 10 plus 8 equal 18. So the answer is C, 18. 4 number MCQ, which element is this? Look, there is written there are 10 proton present in this atom. So 10 proton, that means its atomic number is 10 and it will be neon because the atomic number of neon is 10. Now come to the creative questions. 1 number question, the atomic number of atom X is 11. The atomic number of an atom X is 11. On the other hand, the atomic number of atom Y is 17 and the number of neutron in the atom is 80. Dear students, there are two atoms X and Y. The atomic number of X is 11 and the atomic number of Y is 17. So X is sodium and Y is chlorine because the atomic number of sodium is 11 and chlorine is 17. Now, in number question, how many isotopes of carbon are there? You know, carbon has 3 isotopes and they are carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14. What is meant by cation? You know this, when metal releases electron, then it will make cation because its number of proton is more than electron. Its number of proton becomes more than the electron. So, it will be a cation. So, positively charged atoms are called cation. It is B number question. So, with example, you will explain it. C number question, what is the mass number of atom Y? Dear students, look, there is written the atomic number of Y is 17. That means it has 17 proton and the neutron number of atom Y is 18. So, its mass number will be proton number plus neutron number, that will come 35. D number question, show the distribution of electrons in X and Y atoms and explain their ability to form bond between them. In last class, we had learned this. Here X is sodium, that means it has 1 electron on its last shell, 281, and Y is chlorine, 287. It has 7 electrons on its last shell. So X is a metal and Y is a non-metal. So metal and non-metal, they will form a bond that will be ionic bond. In D number question, you will explain the formation of this bond. Now 2 number question. Look, there are 2 figures, figure 1 and figure 2. There are the electronic configuration of 2 atoms. In first figure, it is the electronic configuration of sodium, and in second figure, it is the electronic configuration of oxygen. Now, what is meant by the word atom? You know this. The smallest part of an element is called atom. What is meant when it is said that the atomic number of oxygen is 8? Atomic number of oxygen is 8 means it has 8 protons in the center of oxygen atom. C number question, explain whether the figure 1 of stimulus is active or inactive. At first, you have to understand what is active element and what is inactive element. Active element, that means the element can make bond. The element can release or accept electron. The element can join with other element. And inactive element, these elements cannot make any bond. They are stable. They cannot release or gain any electron. So they cannot join with other elements. So inactive elements are the inert gases, helium, neon, argon, these elements, because their outer shell is fulfilled by the electrons and they do not take or release any electrons. So they do not make any ion or make any bond. But in figure 2, this is hydrogen atom. It has only 1 electron on its first shell. You know, the maximum electron holding capacity of first shell is 2. So if hydrogen get 1 electron, then it will be stable. So it wants to gain 1 electron, and after gaining electron, hydrogen will become negatively charged ion or anion. Hydrogen is a non-metal, so it will become anion by gaining 1 electron from other elements. So hydrogen is an active element. Hydrogen can make bond with any other metal by ionic bond. So hydrogen is not inactive, it is an active element. D number question, give a comparative description of the atomic structure of the number 1 and number 2 atoms. In number 1, this is sodium atom, and in number 2, this is hydrogen atom. So the comparative description of the atomic structure. Sodium atom, it has 11 proton and 12 neutron in the center. But hydrogen atom, it has 1 proton and no neutron in the center of this atom. Sodium atom, it has total 11 electrons, and these electrons are distributed in 3 energy shells. But hydrogen atom, it has only 1 electron, and this electron is distributed in only 1 energy shell. Sodium atom, it has 1 electron on its outer shell. Hydrogen atom, it has also 1 electron on its outermost shell. Sodium atom, it wants to release this electron, and after releasing electron, sodium will become cation, sodium plus ion, Na plus ion. Hydrogen has also 1 electron on its outermost shell, but hydrogen does not release this electron. Hydrogen wants to accept an electron, and after gaining electron, hydrogen will become negatively charged ion or anion. These are the comparative description of these 2 atoms in the above figure. So dear students, today up to this, there are many more questions that I had explained while taking the class from this chapter. So you will practice all these questions and this question also. Today up to this, goodbye everyone. Thanks to all.